Well, let's bring in attorney, strategic policy, and also political consultant and author of The Art of the New Cold War, America versus China, What America Must Do to Win, Lee Steinhauer. And also joining us, criminal defense attorney and also former prosecutor and Harvard Law School teaching faculty, Vinoo Varghese. And also I want to bring back in there, he is our political and also business analyst, and our special guest today, John Burnett. This is really amazing. Let's start with you, Lee. What do you make of the timing of all this? It's almost like rinse, repeat. It's like doing the washer all over again. Rinse, repeat. Does it seem like deja vu all over again with these new charges?
Yeah, absolutely. And good morning. Obviously this is all political. The strategy, if you're the Biden campaign, is to keep Trump in court, spending resources, focus, et cetera there, put Biden back in the basement, and then rerun a version of the 2020 election. I think that's what's going on. I think that they're going to continue. I mean, this is the third indictment. I think there's a fourth one being teed up, maybe more than that. This is all political. This is all an effort to not only distract from Biden and his record, but also obviously Hunter Biden, other things going on. Biden's involvement in some of those shady business dealings. This is all an effort to keep the distraction on Trump and to wound him in the campaign going forward, and so that Biden can win the re-election.
And John Burnett, is it going to distract President Trump?
Not at all. As you can see, there was a wedding right shortly after he was indicted for the third time, and he actually crashed the wedding, saluted the bride and the groom. And then what did he do? He went to the next day, which is today, and actually did a rally. So the thing is, this is not going to throw President Trump off. In fact, he's calling for a fourth indictment. Why? Because he knows they're coming for him, but it's not going to be successful. His base is sticky, and those in the middle, in terms of the independents and the moderate Democrats, see the unfairness, see the two-tier justice system, and they're saying, you know what, this is not right. Because every time that they turn up the heat on President Trump, it's because the oven is baking this in terms of the bribery scheme, Hunter's dealings, and how President Biden was giving cover to this foreign company, giving them protection through his brand and through his resources. So people are seeing this for what it is.
Vinoo, where do you see all of this going? And what do you think of also, on the flip side, the president's team is basically saying that this is First Amendment, that they have a right to contest these issues. They're also certainly going to be pushing for a lot of different legal avenues. How do you see this playing out, Vinoo?
Well, he's in a very tough position. The reality is the reality. You have criminal indictments against you. It's never a good position to be in, to be a defendant in a criminal action. The complication here for President Trump, or former President Trump, is that I believe, even, let's say, worst case scenario for him, he's convicted of all three charges, right? He goes to trial. These are speedy trials. One, the document case, this case, and the Manhattan case.
By the way, Vinoo, you forgot Georgia might be coming soon, too. Don't forget about that one.
Sure. But here's the thing that I know, and I think this is a greater danger for him, is that state court judge in New York will put him in jail. So if that case is fast-tracked, he could be in prison. I believe the federal judges will keep him out because the sentencing it's a long process. There'll be real consideration for mitigating circumstances, even if he were convicted. But the problem is, in state court in New York, there's very little reasoning. That judge has got a lot of issues, and they've tried to have him recused in that case, even though I think that's the weakest of all these three charges, of these three indictments.
But Lee, we do know, and Lee, we do know, though, however, Bragg has said he would defer to the special counsel, that he would sort of let them go. But this,
I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, but that's what he said.
He's
right.
trying to keep his seat and get reelected.
That's
Remember,
a great, by the way,
political affection.
Vinoo, that's a great point.
You know, the electorate in Manhattan screamed for Trump's indictment. And I'm not speaking whether it's proper or improper. I'm just saying that's a reality, whereas the U.S. attorneys are appointed. They're going to be out with the next president.
Yeah,
or
Vinoo, let me just get Lee in here real quick, because Vinoo's making some great points here. Do you believe, even though Bragg has said he's going to defer to the federal charges, do you think he may want to try to be on the fast track? He jumped the gun. He was the first guy to indict him.
Yeah, no, I agree with my my colleague here. I don't think he's going to necessarily defer. I think, again, there's people who want to make political careers out of this, and political bones out of this, and the politics of this is everywhere. I think they see it as a badge of honor, if you will, or whatever they want to call it, to be the one to try and take down Trump.
Yeah,
I completely
right.
disagree.
All right, real quick, John.
The thing is that Alvin Bragg is not running in 2024. He has more runway in terms of the legal stretching it out much further than the 2024 election.
He's going to be remembered by whether he put Trump
disagree.
in jail or not.
It's not, his opportunity is not going away from his perspective.
All right, guys, it's going to have to be the last word. Very interesting conversation. You guys are all terrific. Thank you very much.